Fairytale of the Pocketcat, Chapter 1. It was a rainy day in the countryside, just north from the forest of Merwood. Willem, the most mischievous child known in the town, stared at the raindrops behind his window screen, just longing for an adventure. His mother would warn him of going outside. Rain brings forth all kinds of dangers not otherwise known to little boys. During downpour, decent boys should help their parents with various household chores instead. Being the pompous boy he was, Willem refused to give a helping hand. The consequences of such refusals were all too familiar to Willem. He'd get sentenced to bed without a dinner, and so he did. Crying under his blanket, fits of Willem's anger brought forth his reflection from a mirror on the wall. The boy from the mirror introduced himself as Melly, the sleeping twin brother of Willem that came to this world far too early, and thus he could only view the world from the land of opposites. Melly wanted to warn his brother of the coming calamity, but words echoed from the land of opposites, so they came out all wrong. Now his words encouraged Willem to join the coming adventure that was heading this way, heading fast. In fact, the adventure already squeezed itself through a small keyhole on the window frame. A large beetleman climbed in from the window. The beetleman was tall, taller than Willem's father, and rounder than his father as well. The face of the beetleman was obscured. He wore a similar mask Willem's grandfather had worn in the war to avoid gas from melting his eyes and burning his lungs. Terkillo, the beetleman, had an urgent mission for Willem. You see, the ancient kingdom Terkillo came from was under a serious threat, and Willem was the only boy who could help. Willem was a bit hesitant, but Terkillo was already forcing the boy out from his bedroom window out to the rain. "We got no time for thinking," said Terkillo. The beetleman showed the way with his lantern. Only Willem had trouble keeping up with the pace as Terkillo flew fast deep inside the Merwood with his man-beetle wings. Terkillo's lantern got more distant until Willem couldn't see it no more. Hopeless, and now lost in the woods, he started crying, not unlike how small song thrush chicks cry and beg their mother for food. And just like that, a giant song thrush grabbed Willem and took him to a treetop nest full of chicks fighting for their place in the world. Willem tried to beg for a tasty worm from the bird mother, but competition was fierce. Those chicks knew that to succeed in life, you have to push the competition over nest boundaries. Willem tried, but ultimately fell off the nest. Just as he was about to meet his maker, Terkillo swooped by him and grabbed Willem with his cold man-beetle hands.